Hi, this is Angela Wolf, and many of you have asked me, because all of my classes on It's So Easy TV, I'm stuck to the clapper. Yes, the clapper. I know it looks like just a piece of wood, but it is the miracle worker in the sewing room. It's actually in the old tradition of tailoring. Everybody used it, and then all of a sudden it's kind of a dying tradition. Well, I started using mine about 20 years ago, and then when the one that I had finally died on me because the wood just kept getting thinner and thinner and thinner, I tried to find another one and I couldn't find one. The people who used to make that didn't make them anymore because nobody was buying them. So I went to the local builder who does huge, beautiful projects and asked him for a clapper. And he said, "Are you referring to the lights?" And I said, "No, I'm not. I'm referring to a clapper for sewing." So we did some research and we tested different woods. So he had a huge collection of different woods. So I would steam press. The point of the clapper is when you put your iron down, steam, and then you put your clapper over. It will either hold your seam open, it will press a hem, it does everything. Press a collar open. I use it on knits, I use it on everything. So anyways, I found the perfect piece of wood, the kind of wood, it's a hardwood that I like, a thickness that I like. It has the nice little louvers in the side to put your hand. There's a big side and a little side. And so some of you have asked me, well, how do I use this? So I've put together a little video for you on how to use this clapper. So here you go. The magic formula is combining the right amount of steam with pressure from the piece of wood, which is the Tailor's clapper. So I steam press and place the clapper on, just like you're watching here. That's how easy it is. Now this is a really thick piece of denim. And look at that. That is a great crease. I could run that through the sewing machine, not even have to use a pin. So let's do a double hem. I roll it over one more time. Steam pressing. You have to have steam. It can't just be the heat of the iron. You have to have the steam. So there and I'm going to do it again. Now watch this. It doesn't even move. I could run that through the sewing machine right now and not even have to have a pin on it. And those creases are there. So let's look at a few other fabrics. I use a lot of knits, as those of you that know me. My ruche tee pattern, which is the first one out, is one of my main patterns I use for everything. Now I'm steam pressing this polyester. This is just a cheap polyester fabric. I'm not touching the iron to the actual polyester because I don't want to burn it, but I'm steam pressing it and then hold this clapper in place. And look at that. I could run that through the cover stitch machine now and not have to worry about any of the fabric folding, coming out of a weird shape. It's perfect. Here's another knit. This is a cotton knit. The same thing. I'm just pressing up and holding the clapper in place. And again, look at that crease. So for sewing, when you're going to run that through a sewing machine, when it's pressed like that, you don't have to worry about anything bad happening in your sewing machine. But what about just pants? The nice crease that you get from the dry cleaners, the clapper does that too. I'm steam pressing and hold the clapper. I'm just doing the end of the pant leg just to give you a preview, but check out that crease. That's great. And one more thing here. What about your seams when you're sewing? You either need to press them open or to one side. No matter what fabric you're doing, this works. A little bit of steam and the Tailor clapper. And for those of you that don't know, this is a sleeve board that I've slid my seam onto. Look at that. It stays there perfectly. Look at the difference between the front where I pressed and down at the bottom where I didn't. Big difference. And last, let's just do one more pair of jeans. I have to hem these anyways. I'm testing my slender bell jean pattern. So these I've pressed up a long time ago when I was testing this pattern, and look at that. You can still see the creases. So I'm just going to steam press it again. And in my next vlog, I'll be hemming these. Little steam and press. That's really how easy that is. And I'm going to fold it one more time. And again, steam and press. And that's it.
I know I kept telling everybody how easy this clapper is, but now you can see for yourself. That's all it is. And it makes your sewing look so much more professional. So these jeans are ready to run through a machine. I won't even need to use a pin. So that's it, the clapper.
So I hope those projects gave you some ideas of what this clapper really does. If you sew a lot, you have to have one. I don't care who you buy it from, just have one. If you can't find them, of course they're available on my website. I have the builder make them specifically to my specifications, and they're custom ordered. So if you have any questions, post me a note. Otherwise, I hope this gave you great ideas for the clapper.